What is happening, boys? It's your buddy Aaron. Welcome back to another G35 video. Today, something extremely excited for you guys. I always say that in every single video. That's just because there's so much good content on this channel. But check it out, boys. As you see from the title of this video, we're going to be installing the Z1 aluminum one-piece drive shaft today. They ain't ready. You ain't ready. They ain't ready, motherfucker. See, you already know what's good, man. Yeah, man, so you guys already know we're gonna be getting this drive shaft installed today, trying to see if we get any gains from it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the stock drive shaft in the G35 and 350Z, same thing, is still aluminum, but the only difference, the only reason why you would want to get the single piece drive shaft is because it is a single piece. Now, the stock drive shaft is about 17.25 pounds. The aluminum Z1 drive shaft is only, about 2 pounds less at 15.5 pounds. So the lightweight part of it, you're only losing about 2 pounds. Not a big difference at all. The difference is that you're getting straight power from one end where the transmission is at, all the way down to the other end where the differential is at. So this allows for pretty much straight power, and you're not losing any power in that middle joint. Hopefully I'm gonna get like a 10 to 15 horsepower gain. That's what I hear from some people on YouTube who review it. I don't think I'm gonna get that much. I don't have a dyno, and I'm not gonna be dynoing it yet in this video, but I will let you guys know how it feels. So we're gonna take it on a drive right now. I'm gonna show you guys how the vehicle operates. Pretty much when I put it in first and second gear, it's a little ratchet, it's a little clanky, and you can kind of feel the power bouncing back between the transmission and the rear wheels. This also has a lot to do with my rear differential bushing being completely blown out, and maybe some other bushings in that area. But the rear differential bushing I actually have right here. We have a Z1 differential bushing we're going to be installing, but not right now. The first thing we're going to be doing is this drive shaft. We're going to see how much play in that drive shaft, in the drivetrain we can reduce with only the drive shaft. So let's take it on a quick test drive. I'm going to show you guys what I mean about the power kind of bouncing back and forth. We're going to go ahead and install the drive shaft, and then I'm going to let you guys know how it feels afterwards. Let's get it done. Before we do that, there's actually a couple changes that I have here in the garage that I wanted to show you guys. Probably already saw it. I got a nice little bench for like 40 bucks from my buddy Ron. He came by and he was selling these things for like 150 bucks, but he had like an overstock of them. Said, screw it, bro, I'll hook you up, 40 bucks. You can pretty much build a big rack with it. You can build it up and down, or you can just build a bench with it. So I decided to go ahead with the bench. Got a nice corner bench over here. If you distribute the weight evenly, you can hold up to 400 pounds on these things. If you guys need one, my buddy can hook you up. Let's do it. One more change in the household I want to show you guys. It's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They're both just hanging out with each other. Yep, so you guys already know Cookie. She's actually fucking full grown right now. Full grown fat ass. Check her out. Literally the best cat we've ever had, though. Super smart, awesome cat. But check out, we got a little tuxedo kitty over here. We call him Tux. That's his name, Tux. Super crazy ass cat. This kid does not listen for the life of him. But look at him. He wants to attack the camera just like she did. Super cute. So you guys are going to be involved. I'm going to show you guys these kittens as we go throughout the life of our videos, but right now we got a drive shaft to install, so let's get to test driving first. Alright guys, so we're in the G. I'm just gonna let it warm up a little bit right now, just because I just started up, first drive of the day pretty much. I'm just gonna be taking it around the block, maybe doing some quick clutch release pulls, and just see how quickly and how responsive the power is with the stock drive shaft. First thing I'm going to show you guys though is the initial when I go into first gear, or if I'm going into second gear and I'm at a very slow speed. Really going into any gear, if I'm at a slow speed, you can kind of feel all the power band just kind of going back and forth. A lot of people say it's normal, and it is pretty normal, but when you got a race car, that's so much power that you're losing, that's so much power that you want to gain back. I'm just going to give you guys an example of that right now. Not saying I got a race car. I mean, this thing's slow as shit anyway. But all right, in the middle of the street, we're gonna start from a dead stop. I'm just gonna I'm not really gonna give it too much gas. I'm just gonna release the clutch and let it go into first gear. You can listen to the exhaust kind of and hear it just kind of go roar, 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 roar as the power kind of shifts back and forth. You may not hear it really in first gear, but I'll show you guys in second and third and so on. So just listen. Okay, so I'm in first, put it in second now. if you do all your transactions really slowly with your clutch, you can make it really nice and smooth like I did there. I'm gonna try to go into my gears a little bit faster, and you're gonna hear it go womp womp womp. So you guys can hear that womp 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 womp. That's all the power. That's the power band pretty much, just bouncing back and forth between the transmission and the rear wheels pretty much. So I'll put it back in second, going about 20 miles an hour. I'm gonna gun it real quick, just a little bit. You guys feel that? And again, ready? I hate that. It's just whoa, whoa, whoa. Second gear, 40 miles an hour. Let's go about 45. So I do notice that there's like a big clunk when I release the clutch and all the power is trying to transfer to the rear wheels. I have a feeling that clunk is coming from either the drive shaft or that differential bushing. And now that the windows are up, I'm sweating like a mother. So let's get back home and let's get the car in the lift. Let's let it cool down. Let's change the drive shaft. Let's do it, guys. All right, guys, I got the G on jack stands. We're gonna go ahead and come under here where I got my nice little blankie, where it's nice and comfortable. No, but for real, I wanna show you guys exactly what I'm working with here with my exhaust setup and the drive shaft situation. All right, guys, sorry if it's a little hard to see, but we got my Y pipe right here, the Z1 dual exhaust. So Y pipe is right here, gives us pretty good access to kind of grab the drive shaft right here. This is where it goes into the transmission. As we come back a little bit further, very hard to see it. You can see where the joint of the drive shaft is right there. This is pretty much where we're losing most of our power. Now you guys can see where the velocity joint is. You can see that the bushing right here is getting dry rotted like a mother. As we keep on coming back past the subframe, all the way back where we got some more light, this is where the drive shaft goes into the differential. So what we're gonna have to do is loosen up all four of these bolts here. I don't think I'm gonna have to remove my exhaust for this. I might be able to slip everything out right here. There's a lot of room right here as long as the velocity joint can fit right through that, so I have to take that apart. And then we could just slide everything out through the rear. And then when I go get the one-piece drive shaft, we'll bring it in through this way as well. The first thing I'm gonna do is start loosening these bolts right here, see if I can get a good hold on it, try to get a nice flat wrench to kind of lean up against the body of the car so I can loosen the other end of the bolt. Try to get all those out. Once those are out, we're gonna loosen up the velocity joint here. They also call it a center support bearing. So we're gonna loosen that up, remove that, and hopefully the whole thing could just slide right out. All right, guys, check it out. I got two 17mm flat wrenches here. I got one that is holding one side of the bolt and pretty much being held by the body of the car. I'm gonna use this one to try to loosen that bolt. Probably not the safest method for taking out these bolts, but definitely got the job done. Okay, don't do that. Alright boys, that's it. So the drive shaft is completely disconnected from the rear. Now I'm going to start working on the center support bearing. So we've got two 14mm bolts on each side of the center support bearing. I just have an extension to a wrench to go ahead and remove those. Hopefully this thing doesn't just drop down, but it probably will. Yep, it's going to drop. You could already see it dropping. It's pretty much just going to drop and rest on the exhaust, which is not that big of a deal. I'm going to get to the back and we're going to see if we can yank it out. There it is, fellas. So with this new shaft, you guys can see a difference right away. Of course, there's no joint in the middle. It actually is a little bit wider. I don't know if it's as... Yeah, no, it's definitely wider the whole way around. This is 3.5. I think that's just 3 right there, and that might be like a 2.5 or a 2 inch. But this is 3.5 inches. Looking a little burnt there. Just a little bit burnt. Not too bad, though. I did get this second hand off of the same guy that I bought the Akibono brakes from. I think it's still pretty brand new, and he gave me a killer deal on it. So Oscar, shout out to you once again, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put it in, you know, as easy as I took the first one out, because that one does have a joint, so I was able to kind of move it. So with the single piece drive shaft, I just gotta kind of force it in there one way. So let's see what we can do. So the shaft slid right into place. That's awesome. I don't have to remove my exhaust. Everything works really good with the Z1 exhaust. This is where we gotta match up the teeth correctly with what's inside of the transmission. So you can see a little bit. Transmission right there, we gotta put that inside. We just gotta put it in the hole, that's it. You guys should be familiar with that. You gotta rotate the shaft a little bit, you know. Oh, there it goes. It's like already in place. Like look, check this out. All the holes are lining up perfectly. I guess that's like magnetic back there. Your boy's got a lightweight drive shaft, boy. Alright guys, so I totally didn't just record that, but I went ahead and put all the bolts in. I got most of them all tightened down. I'm just working on this last one right here. I tightened them down kind of like a lug nut pattern. Being that there's 4 bolts here, I did one bolt and then did the opposite bolt of that, and then I did this bolt and then the opposite bolt of that, just so everything gets tightened down in the center. I'm gonna finish up tightening up that bolt and then we're done. Alright boys, we got the new drive shaft in. I'm super stoked to go ahead and take it on a test drive, but before we do that, I want to give it a start up, and I'm going to put it in first gear, second gear, third gear while it's up in the air, and I'm going to see if the wheels spin, see if I feel any vibrations, if anything feels different. Alright, other than my massive ass oil leak, I think everything's looking pretty good and dry with the transmission and the drive shaft. I think it's time to lower it and see what's good. Oh yeah, definitely making noise. You hear that? Fuck. What is that? It's somewhere in the back. Alright, I just did all that work to get the car back up in the air. Let me just show you guys what I did wrong. So during the process of loosening and tightening these bolts, I had to move this parking brake cable over and take it off of the mounts. So it's just been chilling right here, and I think as the drive shaft was spinning, these little tiny clips right here were just skimming it and causing it to flap around. So let me just not be a dumbass and put that back together. Boom. All right, so let me lower it back down, and now we're gonna go on a test drive again. Let's do it. Yeah, holy shit. Let me tell you guys, at least 80% of that drivetrain lag is completely gone. This feels good. Holy shit! That feels so good. Alright, let's try to get this peel. It is so smooth. It's insanely smooth. Why would Nissan put a fucking center support bearing in there? This is way better. Get this mod for your G35, guys. $500. Alright, you guys, so we just got back from the test drive. As you guys saw, Yo, my face is priceless. That was amazing. I had this drive shaft laying around my garage for like the last 3 weeks, but holy crap, because I wanted to get all the other mods on there, I should have done this first. This makes the car way more fun to drive. Right from the get-go, right off the dig, you can feel there's just immediate power. I got really sticky tires, so that helps too, but just the fact that as soon as you let off the clutch, that's it. You're on full power. You don't have to wait for the whole transition of going from the transmission to each joint of the stock drive shaft. I would recommend it to anyone who wants to pick it up. I think they sell it for $4.99 on Z1 Motorsports.com. Again, check it out. I asked you guys last video if you guys wanted to see more performance or more body. Everything pretty much came out to the same body and performance. You guys didn't care. You guys just like watching the videos, and I appreciate that. If you guys enjoyed this installation, this little review of the Z1 Motorsports aluminum one-piece drive shaft, make sure you guys smash that like button and leave me a comment down below if you guys have any questions about it. If you guys think it's worth it, I think it's definitely worth it. In the next video, we're going to be doing some more body work to the G35, but my boy just picked up a Honda SI, and I might want to review that and get a little clips of that, so that'd be pretty cool. Either way, we got some more G35 content coming for you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think we're going to do next body work wise to the G35, and if you guys want an OEM drive shaft, I've got one for sale. You guys take it easy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.